out there, although with his shoulder. You were talking a little bit before about his injury, or the shoulder, I guess. I do want to ask you, because Mark Long came out and said that he was told by somebody that that surgery needs to happen. Now, to his credit, he also said, like, look, it may not need to happen this year, but at some point it will happen. So, like, the severity of it's very low. But you and I have talked about it before when this drama came out. You kind of cleared the air. I know that the staff appreciated just kind of some positive noise coming from it. It feels like anytime Mark gets a mic in front of him, it's like, how can I continue to harp on this noise? I don't get his angle, because again, even if, again, he even kind of said it today. He goes, there's like a 2% chance that he needs surgery, but even if it does, it could happen at the end of the year. No, it seems for me that nobody feels that it's severe enough that he can't play. It's just something that's constantly nagging. It's like, hey, they're going to do everything they can not to have it. But if they have to have it, it's not going to happen until after the fact. But it's not going to affect play in the grand scheme of things. Is that what you're hearing? Or everyone else
why
is
say it?
Why say what?
Then why even say it?
Well, that's why I don't get the angle. And that's why I'm trying to maybe get Cam's perspective on it, of like, outside of just literally wanting attention, I don't understand the narrative of trying to continue to force this. Like, I've talked to you. I know Dave's talked to people. Nobody has heard that. All they've heard is that like, hey, things are going like as they should. Can you talk about it, Cam?
Yeah, this
1.5.
was the dang dog. This is the first that I've heard anyone mention a surgery outside of the very first press conference when Billy said that he hadn't had surgery. They were just keeping him out for now. And I can't speak to Mark's reporting. I don't know who he talked to who may have said this, but again, I do want to reiterate to his credit, he didn't say that he was going to have surgery. If the surgery was a do or die thing, that it could happen if they wanted it, maybe sometime after next season. But who knows? It's definitely weird, like that. I don't know how to feel about it. Like to be fair, I don't, because to the side that wants to freak out about DJ Lagway's shoulder injury, they have a point in the sense that the longer that this goes on, the more people are going to speculate. And
you ever watch your favorite football team, whether college or NFL, and you see the hold? Where's the flag, ref? Where is it? You're calling, you're whistling, or sometimes it's the other way around. They call the hold, and you're like, open your eyes, ref. Well, now you get your chance to have your voice heard. With Penalty Verdict, you get to do all of that. With Penalty Verdict, you get to vote on penalties called in real time on both NFL and college football games. Engage with the community of football fans who desire fair play and accountability. Unlock the next dimension of sports by engaging with real-time polling of referees, players, and teams. View data-driven insights to help inform discussions about the game. Penalty Verdict is the development phase, and we would love to hear back from you. What features do you want to see in the app for next football season? Check out penaltyverdict.com/Hightop Sports to get in on the action now. Listen, boys, you and I both know we have had our moments of hooting and hollering. Now's your time to speak up. We're giving you the platform. Take advantage of it.
You can't always blame someone for speculating when there aren't any answers out there.
Sure.
But I'm gonna stick to my guns with what I said when we first talked about this, and the fact that it's only spring camp. You can only take so much away from these practices. These practices do not tell the story of what's going to happen during the season. It's developmental for guys who are getting on campus first. It's getting the team together and kind of getting a preemptive who's going to be our leaders, who's going to be, the starters when fall camp opens up. It's for guys getting healthy. So I don't put too much stock into what happens during spring. I know that we have to write about it. That's our job. And we got to, talk about who are the coaches praising, who maybe needs some work, who are standing out, who could be, this, then, or that. But I don't put too much stock into it when we know that there's a whole nother fall camp that's supposed to happen. So if this is still an issue, whenever fall camp rolls around, if this is a thing where they're going to continue to talk about DJ Lagway being limited, then I would be worried about it. But this is not it's nothing to be worried about right now, I don't think. Unless I'm just way off and I'm just ignorant. And
you're the guy not getting invited to the parties, not knowing what's going on.
They said that this wasn't a big deal and all this stuff. And unless I'm just that, ignorant and trustworthy of what UF says, I'm just gonna choose to put my energy elsewhere and not freak out about it. But if fall camp rolls around and this is still an issue, if we're still talking about it, if DJ's still not throwing, then it's time to hit the panic button and go, okay, well, this is probably going to be a problem this year. Let it play
Yeah,
out. Let's just let it play out. Napier has been very clear that DJ would be pretty limited throughout the entire spring camp. We were kind of just waiting to see if there would happen to be a chance that he would throw, but I'm not gonna freak out about it. I'm gonna enjoy the spring game. I know some people were hoping to see Lagway throw, but I'm gonna enjoy watching Harrison Bailey and Aiden Warner and Tramel Jones get some work in, and
Spin it.
you know, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy football while there's not really a game to be played.
there's a lot of fun things to watch for this spring game outside of DJ Lagway. And as much as I would love to see him, there's going to be some other things I want to watch. Again, I think it's fun to watch Harrison Bailey and this O line and how they work, how they protect a non experienced quarterback. I think it'll tell us a big story of the trenches, which will be fun. Let those guys duke it out. Two things from Dylan Olive. One, he tweeted out, which was crazy to me, a video of Castell, and he goes, veteran DB Jordan Castell. And it's just crazy how quickly time flies. Like, I feel like the other day, like just yesterday, I was talking to Zach Alberti about his lack of experience in the room, right? Like, he's the young guy, and now he's the veteran. And they also said Cam Parker is going to be dealing with an injury next time I see him. You guys figure that out. Let's hash this thing out before. Tell them where they can. Tell them where they can find you, Cam. Tell them where they can find Dylan Olive's article that you just basically wrote for him, since he doesn't. I'm just kidding. I don't want any beef here.